Hey guys, so I know that I don't usually talk about a whole lot of serious things on this channel, and so I'll try and keep cussing to a minimum here, but this is why children should not have voice chat in Roblox, right? And that's because there's two types of people out there that should mainly be preventing this. There's the type of people like me who go into Blade Ball, right? And then I'll slip up and then I'll say, oh, fuck, or oh, shit. And I know I said I try and keep the cussing to the minimum, so like that's about as much as I'll say is right there. I'll draw the line right there. But then there's the other types of people like this dude, and I need to go into an entire 10 to 15 minute rant about this guy and just explain the entire story, right? So a while back I was playing a popular game by has him right here, please donate, right? Just like, I was doing a giveaway, and I was doing it with some friends, you know, for just kind of craps and giggles, and here, I'll play a game in the background, so that way you guys aren't too, you know, bored by my monotone voice. And so, like, I was doing a giveaway, I was telling people to add me, go to my private server, and then I was having them do little competitions for Robux, right? And so, like, this dude had kept me friended, right? And so, every time he would join me and I was playing Please Donate, oh, and just to keep myself on the down low, I told this dude that I was 15 because, like, I kind of felt, like, got kind of a suspicious vibe off of him. And I don't know, it was a full-grown man-child, just to let you guys know, like, I know he was well over the age of 18, and, like, the reason I said I was 15 would really come into play later because I had the most big-brain genius move that was not seen coming from a mile away, and it was specifically to this guy. Like, all of my friends who know me know that I'm obviously over that age. I mean, I sound like I'm an adult, obviously. But, like, you know, just because I really did not feel, I guess you could say, safe around this person, I kind of wanted to establish some boundaries by saying that I was 15. I can't believe I failed that. I forgot you can't double jump in speedrun. But yeah, I'm glad I established those boundaries because as soon as I took them down, he was saying some of the most, like, outrageous, outlandish stuff that should never be said to another person. And, like, I'm one for saying, you know, whatever you want. If you want to insult someone, by all means go ahead. I really don't care as long as you don't try and involve me in it. But if you're grouping me with that type of people, then I'll get involved and say something. Okay, but this man just took it to another level. Like, I was speaking casually to him, right? And so here's how the entire situation went down. So, like, basically he kept joining me in Please Donate, right, every time I was playing the game, and he kept asking me if I had any rich friends around, I guess trying to manipulate me, thinking I was like a child or something. Little did he know I'm actually a full-grown man-child, in quotation marks. Shh, he doesn't know that yet. Let's keep that on the DL, guys. And basically, he was asking me, like, if I had, like, rich friends on, yada, 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 when's your next giveaway with Robux and all of that stuff. And he was just kind of being pushy about it. He wouldn't join me when I was playing any other games. He wouldn't sit around and have a casual conversation. He would just sit there and basically ask when the next Robux giveaway was going on, so on and so forth. And, like, if any of my friends happen to watch the video, you'll know who you are, but he actually came on the server, and I do apologize for this, while I was hanging out with one of you guys, and then he started harassing you guys for Robux. So, like, at that point, I just kind of told the friend to server hop, and then unfriended him. And, like, I thought nothing of it. I did not think I'd get to see that dude again because, like, I either go on there to hang out with friends or, like, once every 2 or 3 days I'll go on there because I'm bored and just talk to some strangers or something. I obviously make sure that they're not children I'm talking to. I usually only tend to talk to people that have mics and are active unless, like, someone hears me talking about Blade Ball and wants to 1v1, then I don't care if you have a mic or not. If you're down for a Blade Ball 1v1, I'm gonna add you and 1v1 you in my private server. Speaking of, if you want to 1v1 me, drop your username in the comments below. I mean, I'm down for it anytime. But that's besides the point, because this dude had gotten into the same server by some miracle that I'd gotten into, right? And, like, imagine if this was actually, like, a 15-year-old. Like, imagine if, like, for some reason he did not keep the barriers up. Like, if this was some actual 15-year-old, and, talked to me this way, and he was like, oh, hey, I'm not your friend anymore, and I was like, yeah, I know, and he was like, why am I not your friend anymore, and I was like, because I unfriended you, and it was a very casual conversation on my part, but, like, as the conversation had advanced, he just kind of got a little more on the offensive side, acting like I was the one in the wrong, even though I'd done absolutely nothing wrong to this man, other than unfriend him because he was being a little bit pushy, right? But this is not, and I would just like to say that, we gotta like kind of let all the drama stir up a little bit, give you guys a little bit of background context, because then it's not too fun. Right, if I sit here and just tell you guys all of the really juicy stuff first, I gotta lead up to it, so that way, you know, there's kind of pressure and the drama builds. But, so basically, the man had said, because I unfriended him, you know, oh, hey, could I friend you back? And I was like, I'll think about it. And then he was like, are you done thinking about it? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, so are you gonna friend me again? And I was like, no, lol. That was probably the most mean thing I'd said at that point, was no lol, and that's because I like to do a little trolling. If you know me, or if you've seen any of my videos, you've seen that I like to do a little trolling. I will literally sit there and prioritize trolling over everything. If I'm playing Dead by Daylight, and I see a Twitch streamer, and they're live, and I'm running a meme build, you can bet I'm just gonna sit there and slug them over prioritize winning the game, and then watch them just go ahead and try and berate me in the in-game chat, because I just love trolling that much. But, anyways, after that, he said, you know what, I should have unfriended you a long time ago. I was a good friend, I was there for you, yada yada yada, all that bullshit stuff to, like, make it really feel like to kind of get a child on your side, like that kind of psychological, manipulation tactics that a lot of fucking psychiatrists use on children. And that's already kind of fucked up right there. Dang, I said I'd try and keep my cussing to a minimum. I don't know, I'm just getting kind of heated because I find it incomprehensible that some scumbag would actually try and pull this on someone that they would perceive to be a child. Keep this in mind. They are perceiving this person to be a literal child, right? So, like, they said they thought that they were a good friend, and I was like, bro, what? No, right? And so, and yep, we're starting to heat it up now, by the way. Drama real soon. Real juicy bits of drama real soon, right? And so then it started to get heated, and he was like, well, no one would ever actually friend you because of your personality. They would only friend you for your Robux. So then why do so many people with a high donated amount continue to have me friended? Is it like because like I'm the one who fed them all their Robux, or is it because I'm genuinely enjoyable to hang around and they actually like my personality over yours, which is why I have people with higher donated than you do as my friends? And that's not really something to brag about, right? Because I genuinely enjoy hanging around these people, and their time means a lot to me, right? I don't care about how many Robux you have raised or donated. It's a virtual currency, and I don't think this man was understanding that. Right? And so, like, he kept on berating me and treating me like a child, assuming that I was a 15-year-old, right? And, like, slowly the conversation just worsened and worsened and worsened. And it got to the point where he told me that I basically had no friends, and that my wallet defined who I am, and that I was a viable person. So I just simply brought up the fact that not even 30 seconds ago, some man was offering to blimp his friend, and he just asked the same dude if he could friend him. Right? Like, so I can be bought, and people are only friends with me because of my Roblox, and apparently I'm buying other people over here, when you're literally just asking a dude who was talking to his friend about blimping him because his friend sounded like he was in the need of money, right? But that means that I'm the greed bag who buys other people and can be bought myself. No, the people I have friended and hang out with, I enjoy hanging out with, right? And like, I've advertised for some of my friends like that are trying to get a pretty good YouTube channel off the ground. Like, I'm not gonna name a few here because this is kind of a rant video, so I don't feel like it would be appropriate to drop their YouTubes here. But I mean, I just find those people genuinely enjoyable to hang around. I don't care about their Robux. A lot of the people I have friended haven't even actually donated me. They just have high donated. Like, I don't care about their money, right? And like, there are people I hang out with constantly that have low donated too. It does not matter to me whether you have like 10 million donated in the game or just 10 donated in the game. I will hang out with you if I like your personality. Now, if you're going to be like this scumbag, I don't care if you have 1 million, 100 million, 10 million donated. I will continue to talk to you with the same disrespect that I eventually treated this guy with after treating him with respect for quite a while. Right, so, he told me that I was just a pathetic kid and that I was lonely, and I was like, kid, you don't even know who you're talking to, kid. I told you I was 15. I deceived you, and look at you. You're acting like a literal man-child trying to deceive some kid that you have perceived in your mind to be a child, right? For Robux, an in-game currency which should mean absolutely nothing to you, right? You have a job, you work a 9 to 5, you're a full-grown man. Why does this in-game currency mean so much to you, right? To the point where you're gonna go and sit here and berate someone for this. But here's where it gets insanely bad. As soon as he found out that I was not 15 and that I'd been lying to him, he started threatening my life. He threatened to beat me up, and then he threatened to murder me, right? Like, in front of a crowd of people, threatened to beat me up and murder me, threatened to beat me senseless, knock me out, and then murder me. In front of, like, I don't know, there were like 10 people gathered around us at this point because they were like, what's going on? And like, everyone was just dunking on him, and I'm over here trying to talk casually, get it through to this person. You know, it's Roblox. It's not a big deal, right? I mean, it's people like you who are ruining the experience and that ruin the game. And then he was like, if you're an adult, why do you sit here and play Roblox? It's like, same argument for you, buddy. I derive joy out of it because I've been playing the game since I was a child. I don't sit here and beg for Robux. Like, all of the Robux that I do get in that game, I usually donate or give to other people with. So, like, this man just needed to chill, and, like, I've had some pretty crazy interactions, but, like, it's never gotten to the point where, like, I've gotten in such a heated argument where either side has told one or the other that they go ahead and brutally assault or murder the other party. Like, I mean, if I'm in an argument with someone, right, it's never to the point of, like, physical abuse. It's like, oh, wow, you're trying to get internet clout, ha ha ha, or, oh, dude, that avatar sucks. And, like, I mean, if you're looking at my avatar, yeah, this avatar sucks, but that's kind of because I'm also memeing right now, right? And that's because my main account got banned because of what I said to this sick I will try to refrain from cussing. What I said to this guy after he said a certain thing to me, right? So after, like, going ahead and, like, you know, making a threat on my life, I was still pretty chill about that. I said, shoot your shot, kid. We'll just see how well that works out for you, right? You know, just playing it off casually. And by the way, I was like barely even playing the game. I was talking with some random people, right? And in the background, I was just kind of doing some paperwork. I couldn't really be bothered to argue. But then this man went right for the throat and threatened to murder my family and rape all of my siblings, saying that age did not matter, saying like, and I said, whoa, you know that some of my siblings are under 5, right? And he said, yeah, and I'd rape them too. Like, dude, he literally threatened to sexually assault children, right? Because I unfriended him in a game because he was over there harassing me and friends for Roblox, right? He made a threat on my family because I unfriended him because I felt like he was being too pushy. And by the way, everyone in the lobby did say he was sounding a little bit too pushy, and that the conversation, especially on his side, was a little bit extreme. And so that's when I just tore into this man, just stopped doing my fucking paperwork, dropped everything I was doing, and I was like, you know what? You want to come kill my family? You choose. Would you like a knife or would you like a gun? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I was like, 1v1 me in real life. I will tear your ass to shreds. And this is all what I actually said on like the VC, right? I said, I will tear your ass to shreds. Dude, you think you're gonna come over here, threaten to kill me, my family, and then rape my siblings? No, that's not how that goes. I will torture you. I will make you sit there for weeks on end, suffering. You don't do that, buddy. Just try it. Just try it. I dare you. I dare you. And so basically he told me I was a pussy and that if he came out, I would never do something like that. Like, you have to keep in mind, this is over currency. Like, this is a full-grown man getting this mad about currency that he would threaten to go and rape children, as well as... Oh, well, he did also throw a couple of inappropriate jokes in there about my mother as well. But I mean, haha, it's so very funny. Man's living back in 2017. But I mean, that's besides the point. It's not the mom jokes that really matter there, because that's just immature. Like, this kid was obviously special. I shouldn't even be saying kid, because it was a full-grown man. He was just acting like he was a child. But, like, I don't really know how to feel about it. I'm upset, but at the same time, I'm also angry. Right? I understand that what I said might have been a little bit extreme, saying that I would torture this man, but you have to understand that going up to someone and then saying that you will rape their entire extensive family and brutally assault them is not... That's not how you get your point across to someone, right? And so I was like, bro, why do you even need Robux that bad? Are you Oscar the Grouch? Are you living in a dumpster? Why do you need Robux? Huh? Why do you need Robux this bad to the point where you're gonna go and threaten someone's entire family? Like, there ain't no way you're actually sitting here having this conversation with me, acting like a literal child over some in-game currency. Like, dog, what? For currency. For currency. Like, I've never talked to any of my friends in any games with that level of disrespect over some currency. Like, dude, I've not even asked for Robux in general unless I'm joking. Like, sometimes, yeah, I'll go up with a funny little sign that'll say something like, donate to get scammed, only $5, but that's just because it's funny. I don't actually expect anyone to donate. And I'll go up into a large crowd of people and do it as well, so that way everyone can go ahead and share the laugh. But, like, first I'll go ahead and I'll show it to some friends to make sure that it's not, like, too out of hand. Like, yo, do you think this looks fine? Like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks fine. But, like, I've never gone up to someone and extensively begged for Robux to the point where, I've genuinely annoyed the other person. To the point where they've just wanted to unfriend me. Like, the people I hang out with don't unfriend me. And that's, like, one of the main points I had against that guy, is the people I hang out with actually tend to want to hang out with me because of my personality. It's not because of, like, me having Robux. I mean, if they donate me all the Robux that they give me, right? You know, the few who have, if they donate that many Robux to me, that means I'm doing something right that you're not. That means I'm doing something right that you're not, that they've given that much to me, like, you know, after a little while of knowing me too. It's not like some random person that just, like, randomly drops 10K on me. It's like, I've known these people for a good bit. They know I don't beg. They know I don't beg people. They know that I actually go and gift and, like, miscellaneous games, not just please donate, because there's a lot of beggars that tend to be on there. So I don't really feel like going down that route and just, you know, donating or gifting there. Like, there have been random times where I'll hop on Blade Ball, and then, like, whoever wins a random game just gets donated. It's like, GG Scrub, you played well. There you go, enjoy that sword, because I know everyone on Blade Ball is crazy about those swords for some reason. And, like, I think the most I've gotten gifted recently in that game was I gifted someone a sword, right? And before I was gifted a bow by someone, but that was just, like, because I was a good teammate in the new mode they released Dungeons, right? But, like, I tend to do more gifting than I buy stuff for myself. Like, I've never actually gone and tried to coerce someone with Robux to be my friend. Which is, like, one of his like biggest points there right at the beginning before I revealed, oh, I'm not actually a child. Congrats. You just got duped by a full grown-ass man that sounds like he's a full grown-ass man. Are you proud of yourself or do you just feel stupid? I mean, the answer was probably both, but at the same time neither. I don't know how to explain that. But, like, it's just incomprehensible that someone can sit there, right, and tell someone that they're going to murder them and their entire extended family, as well as rape them and their entire extended family for money. Like, excuse me, what? No. No. That's just insane. Anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. We're going to go back to the user again. Like, if you guys want to report this person, or if you see this person, so that way we can go ahead and just get them banned from the game. And, like, I'm not lying. I could go into my emails, but, like, the emails between you and Roblox, according to their TOS, are supposed to be completely confidential between you and Roblox. But I can go ahead and I can read it off of my phone real quick after I pull up the user again. I mean, they should just permanently terminate this guy's account, right? So here's his account. Let me go on my phone, go into my email, and then read the Roblox support ticket right here, where I was appealing my account. Because, like, I mentioned what the guy had said to me and said, you know, how I responded was a little bit wrong. I get that, but you're also not going to go ahead and say that to me. I wish I got screenshots of the chat. My friend had left as soon as this guy had come on. Right? I'm not sure if he was still in the game or screenshotted it, but there were several witnesses. And I'm pretty sure if, like, can the admins actually go back in the chat logs and, like, I wonder if they could actually send me the chat logs of all of that so that way I could validate myself. But hello there, thank you for contacting Roblox customer support about the issue. Roblox takes the safety of our players very seriously. They don't, by the way. Keep that in mind. That's why I say children should not be on voice chat all of the time, because they don't care about children safely. If there's a 25-year-old man talking to a 13-year-old trying to coerce him to get into their white van for free candy, Roblox could not give two shits less. And I say that because of the way their moderation system works. I slip up and I say the fuck word slightly on Blade Ball, right? And it's an immediate mic timeout, or I'll sit there and I'll say as a joke, like, just like jokingly insulting one of my friend's avatars, and then some kid will take it the wrong way in voice chat, and then I get banned for a week. But then you have like 25-year-olds going around and hitting on actual children. that don't get banned at all, or full-grown women on there supporting OF content on Roblox, not actually on OF. There was a girl on there who was supporting her OF on Roblox. Because, like, I get it, most of the community is going to be full-grown men, but they forget that there's still children on there, which is why I don't really go and post illicit images like that. Right? We will be investigating the issue on our end for any Roblox-related rule violations. Although we cannot discuss specific actions taken against other accounts, please rest assured we do take actions against users caught breaking the rules or behaving inappropriately. They need to terminate this guy's account, because if you're saying that in any context, it's one thing if it was just the mom joke, but I will rape and kill your entire family. That does not slap, bro. That's not fire. I mean, you'll be burning in fire, like, in hell, right, for that one, but it's not fire, bro. Like, I mean, that was a very mid-insult. Like, I mean, yeah, it got to me, but I think it would get to anyone, especially in the context that he was using it, and, like, the fact that he was actually going into, like, I don't want to go into the exact amount of detail he was going into it over the Roblox text chat, because this man was too big of a pussy to actually use his mic, right? If you feel that you, a friend, or another player is in danger, you should talk to your parents or another adult that you trust. I am an adult, okay? They will be able to help you. Like, see, this is how you can know it's bad. They're telling me to contact my local authorities if I feel like I'm in danger. I mean, I don't feel like this man is an actual threat, but if he does actually come and try something, I will shoot him from here to Timbuktu. Like, that man will Fortnite rocket ride to the fucking moon. My foot will be so far up his ass. And to file a report if needed. We can and do work with local authorities for the safety of our users. Please make sure you have provided with us as much of the following information as possible, as it will be helpful to our review. I could not say anything. This man made death threats towards my entire family, right? I did the rightful thing. I was in my rightful place by saying if he did that, I would just go ahead and defend myself. And I will continue to say that. If someone continues to threaten you or your family, the first thing you should attempt to do to try and maybe get them back off of you is say, whoa, hold up, broski, especially if you're an adult. I'm not encouraging a child to say this. Of course, if you're a child, go to your parents, don't do this. But if you're a full-grown adult, and anyone ever gets into that I'll kill you type of context, don't be like a pussy and say, I'll go call the police, because the first thing they're going to do is they're just going to go ahead and try and attack you and get the jump on you. Say, okay, well, you want to play that card? I'm strapped myself. You want to come over? I'll give you a bullet or a knife. Choose. Beggar, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. I'll give them both. The name of or a link to the experience where the incidents occurred, that was please donate. Any screenshots in the PNG or JPG format. I couldn't actually get those because Roblox moderation was so shit that it banned me before it banned the guy who was literally making rape threats. Like, wow, guys. The guy who was sitting over here saying he was gonna defend himself and saying that he hardly looked like he could do anything because it looks like he thrifted his avatar from the Goodwill, and it hardly looks like he's gonna be able to thrift himself a plane ticket to where I live, let alone go ahead and dox me, right? Like, I got banned first over this guy who's making actual rape and assault threats in text chat with several people reporting him. He must have been like spam reporting me or something, like the entire time he was sitting there, because I'd done nothing in the wrong until that point where he just went ahead and started to threaten my family. If you see a player breaking the rules or any appropriate content or chat on the site, please make sure to file an abuse report by clicking report abuse. Luckily, I did get to report him when things were starting to get out of hand, right? And I realized that I may have responded inappropriately, and I've said that this is the second time now, right? I realized that I may have responded inappropriately. But, in all fairness, the moment this guy started spawning with threats of assaulting me, right? And threatening to kill me, he should have been banned. Like, he should have immediately been banned. Like, the moment I say something back, I got an immediate ban. But, like, this dude would just, he kept going and going and going. And this is a full-grown man. He tried sitting there and saying that Roblox was my life, when the only time I'm on here is if I see a friend on here that's playing. Like, most of the time, I have other shit I need to do. Like, dude, it's been, when did I send the email? Okay, it happened at about 11, right? It's currently 5 o'clock for me. I had to sit down, and how long have we been recording for? We've been recording for 30 minutes. So yeah, it took me an entire 4 hours and 30 minutes to finish the work I was doing before, or about 4 hours and 30 minutes, because to be precise, it was more at about, like, no, I'd say it's 11, because I took like a 30-minute break to attempt to get what I was done with finishing, and then I was like, oh, hey, you know what, I'll go ahead and sit here and send an appeal real quick, so that way I can go ahead and have my account unbanned quicker, because this is unfair. I already planned to do some things with a friend later, right? So let me just go ahead and get that out of the way now. I haven't gotten any sleep because I've been so, like, busy with paperwork. Like, I'm just over here trying to get my paperwork done. I was trying to get my paperwork while I was hanging around talking to people in game. Because, you know, paperwork can tend to be a little boring. But, I mean, yeah, pathetic loser sitting here attempting to threaten me, my life, and my family over some Roblox. This is why children should not be allowed on voice chat, right? Like, okay, maybe cussing a little excessively like me on a YouTube video, ranting because I'm so tired and stressed out from paperwork and this BS. It's like, oh God, I'm an adult. I don't really have time to sit here and argue with this full-grown man-child over why he's not getting Robux in the game. And I am, because I actually have a good personality and can connect with people better than this man. And can actually sit here and make friends, whereas this dude's just going around and begging people for Robux. Like, I'm starting to think, because, like, one time I was getting live streamed, I think this man-child may have spam reported me, right? I was streaming, and I got banned, like, after I closed my live stream for sexual content that I had made a remark for 30 minutes before that moment. While I was streaming, but I'd not made a single sexual remark. I marked the stream as PG, meaning anyone could join, because I knew anyone of all ages would be joining my private server, and I was just doing a public giveaway. I think I was doing 2,000 Robux. It ended on going up for a while because someone said they wanted to give it to a friend, but their friend was being inactive, right? So we ended up going ahead and doing a second one, because they gave out the half of their prize of 2,000 Robux, which was 1,000 to someone else, right? So they forfeited that, and eventually the last two people standing got to compete for 500 Robux. This full-grown man-child might have been mad that he was not one of those people and that I did not compensate him for his time, but I literally stated before I started inviting people, this is a challenge, you are not guaranteed to win Robux. If you get out, do not blame me. I am not liable for if you get out or choose to get out. It was like a little mini-game thing I was doing, and if you didn't have the time for it, you could just simply step off the dock and I wouldn't care. Like, it was just supposed to be something to get, like, people together and kind of have them get into the competitive spirit as well as meet each other, because I like to do that for the community. It was also a little bit for my own amusement, I can't lie there, but point is, after that, I'd gotten a 1-day ban for sexual content, and I've never gotten banned. I've never gotten banned on Roblox for sexual content before. I did not say anything sexualized. I guess this man-child, because, like, both of the winners were of the female gender, I guess this man-child might have been mad that 2 females had won, even though it wasn't even luck-based, it was more or less skill-based. Like, I wasn't even saying... Like, I wasn't even saying, oh, you know what? Okay, I was not discriminating. We were playing red light, green light, but, like, I would trip people up and go from saying red light immediately to saying red light, and then everyone who moved got out. Like, I thought it was funny. Yeah, I'd just sit there and be like, green light, red light, red light, and then people would start moving. And I think he was one of the people that was like, oh, but he moved. And the guy he was trying to say moved hadn't. And I know because I had some friends on standby saying, no, they didn't move. Nope. But I mean, yeah, this man right here, special boy and always strong. Yeah, I bet you're a special boy. You go around making jokes about fucking people's mothers and murdering their family and think that you're special. Oh boy. Yeah, pretty special boy over there. This dude's crawled into every man, woman, and child's house and just fucked their mother. And I doubt the and always strong part, because if you're sitting there crying over in-game currency that you may or may not have had the potential to receive but ended up not receiving because you were just a little bit too pushy about it, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm donating in Please Donate, chances are I'm probably donating to a friend. That's not, like, something I would go to donate to random people, but, like, if a friend's like, yo, I enjoy talking with them, they happen to mention, you know, I saw this really cool Game Pass I wanted in this game. Oh, I can't gift it. Okay, here you go. I'll even do it with, like, random people sometimes. Like, I one time went and gifted, I don't even play Blox Fruit, gifted someone Permanent Buddha. I don't even know what that is. If you do, drop it in the comments below and I'll give you 100 Robux, flat out. Like, please explain the entire concept of Permanent Buddha. I don't even care if you copy and paste the wiki page. I'm just too lazy and tired to go ahead and do that. But, yeah, absolute man-child, threatened to murder my family. Don't get why we're letting children have VC on Roblox. This is just a travesty, bro. Like, I mean, I don't even know how I could call this content. This is more like depraved lunacy, right? Thrown on one person who did absolutely nothing wrong because this game is full of a bunch of psycho fucks and full-grown men trying to use children. I wonder how the interactions would have went if I didn't say I was 15. I wonder how pushy he would have been if I just straight up said, "Oh no, dog, I'm an adult." Like, usually I'll flat out tell people, like, I won't tell them my age, I'll just straight up tell them I'm an adult. But this dude I got different vibes off of, because he was being pushy about Roblox, and then he was being pushy about my age. And so I just said something that sounded reasonable, because I've had some people tell me I sound 15. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm 15. But, yeah, I will see you guys later. Hopefully next time I actually have some content for you. Bye-bye.